Okay, this is gonna be my first ever YouTube video. Making a freaking engraving thing. This is more of like a test thing because I got like a project I've been working on for 5 weeks and an actual video on that, which is gonna take a lot longer, but just thought I would make this one. It's gonna be more kind of like less serious, you know, more jokey aroundy. But yeah, gonna be making a little engraving handle for a graver chisel that I bought because I thought it was a big one, but it turns out it was tiny. So now I have to make a handle for it, so you get to see. Voiceover time, baby. All right, right here I'm just switching from a little quick chuck thing on the mill to an actual face mill, and we're just gonna make this thing into a nice perfect rectangle. Prepare to be satisfied. Wow, so satisfying. Wow. Zippo Dippo rectangle. Fancy little gearing change here. Make sure you fumble that a little bit. Yep, there we go. All right, hold your horses. We gotta slow this old girl down. There you go. I cut it out because it took a while for me to figure it out, but I moved the table over a ½ inch, and that's what this cut is, right there. I can tell you what these 2 holes are for, but that's what the mystery is all about, you know, the excitement, you know, gotta keep you watching, right? So let's find out. Whoa. Now how satisfying is this? Now it's time to put some threads in these holes here. So switch the mill over to neutral with the tap right there, and now we can begin tapping. And I just do it by hand. I just push down on the thing and then twist it by hand, and it works great. Once you get the first bit started, you just have to keep twisting. And you know, this is good training for certain things. You know, just, you get the idea. After some slight mill abuse, don't tell HR, you just gotta twist that sucker right back out. Now it's nice and threaded, and so, yeah, it just turns itself right back out. Check out these 2 wonderfully tapped holes, those beautiful threads. And we're finally done at the mill. Next, we're gonna put some layout lines on this bad boy and then do some grinding. All right, I was sitting at the grinder for about an hour, burned my fingers a couple times, and got them all pruny, smelt some terrible things, but I won't bore you with that. I'll just show you what it looks like when we're done. Wow, all right, look at that. Hit it with a Scotch-Brite wheel. That's what the surface finish on it is. And now it's time to engrave with the good old triangle file engraver. And that right there was the only shot I got of engraving. Yep, mostly hands, but I had a lot of difficulty with sharpening. I had to resharpen this thing like 4 times and reharden it. Anyway, this is what it looked like when I was done. I would say I'm decently happy with how the engraving turned out on this thing. I think the handle shape is pretty cool and I like the weight of it. The engraving on the very end there, I really like, but the other stuff was just challenging because I kept messing up because my file graver was not cutting how it was supposed to. But I think it still turned out pretty cool. And now we get to assemble this thing, and I'll have a much better engraver that's carbide and won't get dull super fast. And yeah, and I'll also show a hammer at the end that I made with a friend. It's a little graver hammer. So now I have a nice little hammer and graver setup for making knife pieces, I guess. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll throw in some final shots of this thing and see you in the next video.